Last night, someone just made $47 million. They didn't invent anything. They didn't build a single thing. They just moved money around in ways most people can't even imagine, and the system rewarded them with unimaginable wealth. How? That's exactly what we're about to reveal. Welcome to Macro Trace, where complex finance and global economics are broken down into clear, actionable insights. Today, we're uncovering how hedge funds quietly make billions while the rest of the world sleeps. Stay tuned, because what you're about to learn will change the way you see money forever. Let's start simple. Hedge funds are often seen as these mysterious money machines. People imagine complex formulas and secret strategies, but in reality, a hedge fund is just a pool of money. Wealthy individuals, institutions, even pension funds give their cash to a manager with one promise: make it grow faster than usual. Sounds simple, right? But the way this money grows and how the manager profits is anything but ordinary. Here's the first secret. Hedge funds charge two types of fees. The first is the management fee, usually about 2% of the money in the fund just for existing. Even if the fund doesn't make a single profit, the manager still collects this. If a hedge fund controls $5 billion, that's $100 million a year for simply managing money. Then comes the real kicker, the performance fee, typically 20% of any profit. If the fund makes $1 billion, the manager pockets $200 million. That's right, just for being right once. These numbers get jaw-dropping quickly, and most of that money comes indirectly from ordinary people's savings, pensions, insurance funds, and college endowments. But hedge funds don't stop there. They use something called leverage, essentially borrowing money to increase the size of their bets. Imagine you think a stock will go up 10% and you borrow 5 times your money to buy it. That 10% gain turns into 50%. Of course, the risk is huge. If the stock goes down 10%, your loss multiplies the same way. Leverage is like turning a small swing into a massive seesaw, and it can make or break fortunes overnight. Another edge hedge funds have is information. They hire the smartest minds from finance, government, and business, analysts, former traders, and even people with inside knowledge, legally or borderline legal. All this intelligence goes into one decision-making engine. They often see patterns or moves before the general public does. A few seconds advantage in the market can translate into millions of dollars. Here's the uncomfortable truth. The market isn't a level playing field. Ordinary investors open their brokerage accounts and hope their index funds grow over decades. Hedge funds play a different game. They can act faster, borrow more, and access insights the average person doesn't even know exist. And while the rules are meant to prevent unfair advantages, the lines are blurry, conveniently so. Now think about incentives. A hedge fund manager makes 20% of profits. They lose very little if bets fail. It's mostly other people's money at stake. This encourages them to take big risks. Big wins make them insanely rich. Big losses, mostly absorbed by the investors. This imbalance is called moral hazard, and it's built deep into the system. Hedge funds also use other clever methods. They invest in real estate, emerging markets, or pharmaceuticals, not to improve them, but to control pricing or sit on value until it spikes. They analyze human behavior using massive datasets, predicting panic sales or buying trends before anyone else notices. Essentially, they are playing the market like a giant chess game, while most people are just moving pawns. Multiply this across thousands of hedge funds, all leveraged, all chasing similar patterns. The system becomes fragile. Everyone's success relies on stability, low interest rates, open credit markets, .com investors. When any of that shakes a financial shock, a sudden market drop, the leverage that made billions can turn into a catastrophe, threatening pension funds, insurance, and retirement savings. We've seen it before. In 2008, over-leveraged hedge funds on mortgage-backed securities helped trigger a global financial crisis. Many lost huge portions of investors' money, yet the structure remains. Hedge funds are bigger now, with trillions under management. And as markets get volatile, these same strategies could spark the next major financial disruption. Hedge funds aren't just making money, they are moving the financial system itself. So, while you were sleeping last night, someone quietly made millions, not by creating, not by building, but by playing the financial system better than anyone else. Hedge funds don't just grow money, they shift it, leverage it, and sometimes even reshape entire markets. The real question, I sent how they make so much, it's why the system lets it happen. If you want to see more deep dives into the hidden mechanics of money, markets, and global finance, make sure to subscribe to MacroTrace, because understanding the game is the first step to not being played by it.